Welcome, class of 2024. We've been busy working on re-entry to school this year. The 2021 school year is going to be a little different than we've ever had before. My name is Miss Sanders and I'm the Freshman Academy Director, so I will be working directly with each of you this school year as we come back to school as safely as possible, which includes wearing our masks. So be sure that you always wear your mask before you get on the bus or before you come into the building, and we ask that parents do the same. As we go through our orientation today, it's going to be virtual. We've never done this before. We're used to having a packed gym, really hot, and lots of people going in different directions. So today it's just going to be me and you watching from your end. So we're going to start by going out to the bus lobby. There are two ways to enter the school, and we want to show you both of those ways. We're going to start for bus riders. When you arrive here on Monday and Tuesday, or Thursday and Friday, depending on your cohort, where will you come into school and what will you do once you enter? So if you'll come along with me, we're going to walk through the school. I'm going to show you some different places that you're going to need to know about as a freshman at Crest High School. Okay, class, so behind us we have Crest Road. This is where the buses will enter into the bus parking lot. Parents, you should never enter into the bus parking lot. We can't have cars and buses going in the same parking lot. So parents, your parking lot's over there. Sometimes it's tempted to drop our kids off if we think we can sneak in this parking lot and get out quicker, but it's a big no-no. We've had a terrible crash here before with someone trying to do that. So our buses come into this lot, they circle around. You will be dropped off here, and if you follow me, I'll show you what we'll be doing this year as we come into school. Keep in mind that masks are required at all times. So I'm going to put mine on. Before I go in, you'll have a couple of faculty members out here. As you step into this door, we will be taking your temperature and asking you 3 questions. I'm going to pull this down now since we're doing this. And asking you 3 questions to ensure that you're healthy and you're ready to start your school day feeling great. Okay? All right, so after you come into the school here, you'll notice on the floor that we have social distancing signs. Please make sure that you're staying 6 feet apart at all times. That's imperative, guys, so that we do not spread any germs to one another. Also keep in mind, we tend to like to congregate with our friends, and we just can't do that this year, not at first. Hopefully by second semester we'll be able to mingle like we're used to mingling, but for this time we're going to have to stay apart. Notice things like our water fountain. It tells us also to stay 6 feet apart, but we encourage you to bring your own water bottles to fill up here and to not actually drink out of the water fountains this year at the beginning of the school year. Okay? As you come in, we will have 2 different locations with breakfast. There are carts, I believe they said. And so our foods and nutrition people will be here. You can pick up your breakfast from the cart and take it back to your classroom. As far as lunch goes, we will come to the cafeteria, which is right here, to pick up our lunch, but we'll also be taking that back to the classroom, at least for first semester. So you can bring your lunch or you can buy your lunch. A few more things about lunch that you need to know is that the first 2 weeks are going to be free for all students. Parents will know by September 1st if we are going to continue with that option. So bring your lunch or be prepared to pick up your lunch. Students who have eaten here before know that we have a la carte options. Those will not be offered until the 2nd week of school has passed, so week 3. We'll have the a la carte options. And everything that I'm telling you today about lunch, about breakfast, about attendance, anything that we talk about, you'll be able to reference in a Google slideshow that will accompany this video. On our way to the Media Center, let's make one more stop. I want to tell you something about another safety precaution that we have. If you look on the floor, we have green arrows instructing you which way you can go. We have halls that are one way and our staircases are one way. And so you'll notice there's a sign at the top that tells you this is the down staircase. On that end of the hall, of the freshman hall, is the up staircase. So we're all moving in the same traffic pattern to ensure safety and less face-to-face contact. So always be sure that you're following the green arrows on the floor. Okay, so behind me, the cheerleaders are entering in their social distancing fashion that they have been entering all summer with Miss Lowry. So they're going to show you how they're wearing their mask, how they're staying 6 feet apart, and how to walk. This is the way that you come down this hall. If you notice the arrows, they're going that way. So they're going to show you how to come down the hallway. Hey, Bella.
Hi, Miss Sanders.
Hey, Landry.
Hi.
Hey, Callie. So this is how you do it. You just come all 6 feet apart at least. No congregating, no hanging out too closely. You just have to use our voices and be a little louder. So no secrets this year, at least for the first semester. As you get off the bus and enter the building, on your left you'll see the Freshman Academy Hall. We call it the main event, which is a pun on a horse's mane. But if you'll walk with me down the Freshman Academy Hall, we'll make our first stop at my office. This is where you'll find me if you need help. First door on Freshman Academy Hall. And the second door is Mr. Cole Cooper. He is our technology technician, and he will be the one who works on your Chromebook. So if for some reason it stops cooperating with you, this is who you come see. Okay? You'll notice that the arrows on the floor say that when you come into the academy, you only walk this way. So let's walk down this way. We have classrooms on both sides of the hallway, and I'm sure that you will be assigned to one of these rooms at least at some point. And then around the corner down there, there are more academy rooms. At the end of this hall, we have our custodial office in case you need to come, in case we have a spill. We have our driver's ed teacher, Mr. Page, whom I am sure you'll be wanting to speak with. And we also have our athletic director, Mr. Jeff Milton. Mr. Milton, are you in there?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, class of 2024.
Hello, class of 2024. I'm the athletic director. My name is Jeff Melton. If you're interested in playing sports, please see me. And once we have a better idea of how sports will be started this year, we'll get the information to you. If you have any questions about athletics, look forward to seeing you. Have a great school year.
All right, so now we've stopped at the Freshman Academy bathrooms. Going to the bathroom is going to be a little different during the COVID times. We can only have 2 people in the bathroom at one time. You'll notice the sign, it says to maintain social distancing, 2 persons in the bathroom at a time. So that means that you will stand here, 1 person can stand here, and then another person will be in the bathroom. And then when the person comes out, then you can rotate, come out, wash your hands. We have dispensers with hand sanitizer that you can use. It's been a while since I used any. This one probably needs to be refilled. But be sure that you are using these hand sanitizers throughout the day, frequently, to a bathroom. Okay, so at this end of the Freshman Academy Hall, you'll find the stairs that you use to go up. These go up to the upstairs hall. Now, if you were here, you could walk up there and see. There's just one hall. Down here, we've got 2 squares. The square that we've been around and the lower square where our CTE classes are. But upstairs, there's just one hall, so we all have to go in the same direction. Now, from this point, if you're not going up the stairs, you have to stay following the arrows and going in this direction. So if you'll follow me, we are now leaving the Freshman Academy Hall. And we call this the front hall. And we have, Miss Lowry is here on this hall. She will have some of you this year for Math 1 and Math 2. Our officer is also on this hall, as well as our front office staff. So remember, on the front hall, you always have to follow the pattern of going in this direction. Okay, so now we're going to go into a classroom and I'm going to give you a little idea of what your seating arrangement is going to look like. Based on our classroom size, we can have 15 students in a class each day. So that means cohort A, we can have on Monday and Tuesday 15, and then on Thursday and Friday, there can be a different 15 in the classroom. So follow me in here. We have some teachers in here getting ready, planning for remote learning. And if you'll take a look around, you can see that some desks are taped and X'd, and those are the ones that won't be used. And the others are distanced at least 6 feet apart. And so we'll have our masks on, we'll be practicing our social distancing. We're all facing in the same direction. We will not be using the same supplies, and we will do everything that we can to maintain our personal space and be safe as we come back into the classroom for the 2021 school year. We're standing next to room 155 right now, which is technically our office suite. And so if you come into this office area, all the way to the left, you'll have Miss Mitchell. She is over buses and testing. The next door, coming back this way, is Miss Greer, and she is our AP over curriculum and instruction. Straight ahead, you'll find Mr. Robeson, and he is our Dean of Discipline. And so he's a real nice guy, but sometime you may have to go in and visit with him. And just know that the way you react to all situations in life is going to be indicative of an outcome. So just go in with a good attitude if you have to go see Mr. Robeson, and you'll really like him when you come out. He's a very nice guy. On down the hall, we have our social worker, and we have our data manager. She is the one who puts in if you've been absent or tardy, and also creates our schedules and things like that with the help of our assistant principals. This also leads into the front office, but you will need to enter the front office through the lobby. So we're going to talk more about that in just a minute. When you leave the front office hall and you come into the front lobby, there's a couple of things that you need to know about this area. We have a gym here. All freshmen take health and PE. It is a state requirement. And so first semester, second semester one, you'll be in here depending on your birthday. We talked about that when we did registration. Another thing that you need to know about this area, these doors that lead out to student parking, this is one entrance to which you can come in. So if your parents drop you off in the car rider line right there, you can enter this way, go straight through these doors again, but please remember, you will have to turn left. Even if your classroom is Miss Lowry's room, and you can see it, you will still have to turn left and go around and follow the arrows on the floor. Okay, so we stepped outside to the front of the school because we're going to talk about if you come into school after 8 o'clock. Now, let's say you've gone to the dentist and you have a note. You'll come through these doors. Let's say you slept late and you don't have a note. You still come through these doors. We all check in with Miss Lori Cash at the front office, okay? We've got our mask on, we will have our temperature checked, and we will answer the 3 questions regarding our current health condition. We will maintain social distance because more than one person, when you have almost 1,200 people, more than one person is going to be tardy. So be sure that you are maintaining the social distance. When it's your turn, you'll step here to Miss Cash's window. If you have a note, you'll give it to her, and she will either tell you to go to class with a pass, or she will send you to Mr. Pettis' room. So if you'll follow me now, I'll show you where Mr. Pettis' room is. That's where you go to get your tardy pass and sign in late, unexcused to school. I'm following the arrows as I go to room 102. I'm passing the guidance office where our 2 guidance counselors are, Miss Lori Roberts and Miss Carla Francis. And then this room is Mr. Pettis' room. Just like we talked about out front, several people are tardy in the mornings to Crest High School. So this is where the line will be, and you will need to stay 6 feet apart as you wait for Mr. Pettis to give you your pass. Mr. Pettis will be in his chair, doling out the passes. Please also notice that the desks have been marked. This is also our chill-out room. Students who are having a hard time maintaining the procedures in the classroom may be asked to come to chill out for that period. And this is what it means to come to chill out. You'll come in here with Mr. Pettis, and you will be distanced 6 feet apart. Along the back wall, there are petitions there that are an added safety measure. Okay, we are standing with the car rider line behind me. This truck, while it's okay for him to go this way right now, in the mornings, in the afternoons, that's a no-no. Everyone has to come off Crest Road and come this way, 2 lanes, following the same direction in the same traffic pattern. And this is the first place that you can be dropped off in the mornings. And when you walk up, you're going to encounter a faculty member where you'll have your temperature taken and you will be asked the screening questions to see if you have any COVID symptoms.
Can you answer no to all of these questions? Have you had close contact within 6 feet for at least 15 minutes in the last 14 days with someone diagnosed with COVID-19?
No.
Or have you been advised to quarantine by the health department?
No.
Since you were last at school, have you had any of these symptoms? Fever, chills, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, new cough, new loss of taste or smell?
No,
Since you were last at school, have you been diagnosed with COVID-19?
I have not.
You're good.
Okay, all right, and so be prepared to answer no to these questions. We will get you in the building as quickly as we can, and you'll need to go straight to your classroom from this point, okay? Once you've had your temperature taken and you have answered the questions, then we have the hand sanitizer ready. Get your hand sanitizer and have a great day at Crest High School. I'm here now with our principal, Miss Holly Robinson, and she has a few things that she would like to tell you about the 2021 school year.
Hello and welcome, class of 2024. Our main goal here at Crest High School, before your education, is your safety and the safety of your family and your loved ones, our faculty and staff. With that in mind, please remember, you'll have to wear your mask every day. Wash your hands for 20 seconds every time you go to the restroom or before you eat. Wait 6 feet apart and maintain 6 feet distance when you're moving from one place to another. And use hand sanitizer whenever you enter a classroom. Ms. Sanders showed you around the school and introduced you to some of our faculty and staff and showed you some of the safety procedures that are in place. We will be taking your temperature when you walk in the door. You'll be asked questions every day so that you can say no to those questions that ask if you've been sick or you've been around someone who has been sick. Please remember, the front doors of Crest High School will open at 7:30 a.m. and that's when students can start being dropped off. That's so we can take their temperature, we have staff on hand to do that, and then we'll move them into the gym to wait to be directed to go to class. The buses will release at 7:35 each day. The first day of school is August 17th for Cohort A and remote learners. The first day of school for Cohort B is August 20th. Teachers will get everybody on the same pace that next week, but that first week of school is very important. For the first 2 weeks, breakfast and lunch will be free for all students. Students can pick up breakfast from carts that will be located either in the bus lobby or in the English hall lobby. To minimize contact with the outside, lunch deliveries will not be permitted this year, and I'm sure you understand why. Please pack your lunch if you plan to bring your lunch, or enjoy a grab-and-go lunch in the cafeteria. Students will go by class to the cafeteria, pick up their lunch, and then return back to their classroom to eat their lunch in their class. We look forward to seeing all of you, and we're excited that you're joining us here at Crest High School. Go Chargers!